My particular interest has been in coal for the last 20 years, and after having been instrumental in helping Western Coal come to production through taking it public as an IPO, as the underwriter on that, I saw the logistics of the Northeast Coal as being excellent for large-scale production, but the capital requirements are excessive. They're very large and it's huge risks. What I looked at was that the Appalachian District has excellent infrastructure, has a history and excellent workforce. The people down there are well versed in all forms of coal mining. We identified this property. It's a large piece of land, 6,000 acres, so you've got an excellent opportunity to enlarge the amount of production that the property is currently producing with the contract miner and develop revenue very quickly from the additional permitting of this additional resource, or the defined resource that we'll be producing. From what we've done with the engineers at this point in time, we can see a mineable tonnage of in excess of 20 million tonnes being quite easily attainable, and that's a mineable, saleable coal. If you were to look at an average of what a developed compliant resource, you'd easily be looking at around $1 a tonne in the ground, and that's easily increased once you get your permitting and everything in place. Well, there's been a lot of pressure on the thermal coal market to keep increasing. There's no simple way of putting it except it's the cheapest way of producing electricity. Therefore, with everyone trying to cut costs and be as efficient as possible, the long-term view for the coal market and the thermal coal market for the next 50 years is still very good. There's opportunities in the area where, through acquisition of existing operations, the project and the surrounding projects, I believe, can be acquired at very low cost in the current market because of the downturn in the economy down there. It's been quite severe. They haven't got access to capital. Consequently, bringing a company like Thelon into the region with the access to capital through its public listing makes a lot of sense in being able to buy assets cheap and producing assets. There's the REC seam down lower, which has a market in the silicon metals market, which is a specialised market that's growing rapidly, as the silicon metals and alloying market is absolutely necessary for silicon chips, for photovoltaic cells, for solar panels, and for large screen TVs that we see getting larger and larger. And consequently, you cannot make them without this grade coal, and this is one of the few places on Earth that this silicon metals coal exists. And Thelon has a large tonnage of it, and we'll be working on delineating that as well. The company is in the formative stage of putting together its business plan, and its primary financing. It's getting in at the ground level on a project that has enormous upside and can be brought into cash flow in a matter of just two and a half years, versus trying to get into a Northeast Coal project, which can take, and I've had the experience, 5 to 10 years, and at least 10 times the capital expenditure required to do so. So it's low cost to production, good cash flow, excellent infrastructure, and it's at the ground level right now to participate in the financing and the future of Thelon.